People, deluded, I'm back again. Some additional thoughts in regards to our 3-0 victory against Frankfurt. The first one, you lot know me. You know I talk about Arsenal, you know I talk about conscientious topics, but you know I'm big on youth development. Fans are always going to compare youth players and contrast them. They're always going to say players ain't good enough and then they're good enough. Fans fail to understand these are young players. Saka is 18 years of age. He has made 4 appearances for Arsenal and they've all been relatively promising, but this is probably the first standout. You don't know what you're going to get from him from 10 games. He is still learning. He's still developing. Second half, he really upped it. First half, I think he was good, but I felt he was very predictable. I felt he got to see the levels of the professional game, and he needed to do things quicker and add more variety into his game, especially if he's going to be a winger. But I feel he had a good game. Stand by Saka, and not just him, stand by all of these players, because it will happen to Saka. It happened to Joe Willock. Right now, Joe Willock's on everybody's lips and is a favourite, but he was casted off. I'm just making this vid to try and appeal to the rational fans. Stay behind Saka. There's going to be games, quite frankly, he's terrible. Games where he's superb. Emil was on everybody's lips. He didn't have the best of games today. How much people going to call him overrated? How much people going to cast off Nelson, like you're seeing with Saka versus Nelson? I like to see that. It's lovely to see that we're comparing these players and saying, yo, he should play, now he should play. But we don't need to make them fight each other. They're already going through crabs in a barrel, coming up from the academy trying to make it. They're already fighting against each other within reason to get Emre's attention. So why have we got to do that, people? Stand behind these lads, because we've got a lot of good players here. Not everybody is going to make it. Someone is going to fall by the wayside. Me, you know me, I think Saka's a bad boy footballer. Right wing, left wing, can do this. I think he's obviously 18. I did think he was a bit, for want of better words, a bit starstruck today to a degree in the first half. Once he gets a bit better physically and develops as he's growing, and for me, he gets that Joe Willock in that. Joe Willock was a bit, again, I don't know any other way to put it, but starstruck. When you're out there being a professional footballer and you're looking to people you've seen on the TV and that, then Joe's kind of got out of that stage. You don't really care for that. When Saka gets there and he's like, yo, I'm Bukayo Saka, you know, I'm 18, but I don't care that you're this guy, you're that guy, I belong here. He's going to clear people. Let's stand behind him, because he still ain't played 10 games for this club, or 10 consistent games. We don't know his level. Personally, from what I've seen out of the academy, I think he's got potential to go as far as he wants. Me, I think he can be a competent first teamer within this team. I always believe that. I believe him, Martinelli, Nelson, Emil, if they don't all make it here, Joe as well, there's something wrong. They can all make it here. Whether they want to be first team regulars, rotation options is something else. But stand behind these lads, because quite frankly, it pisses me off, people, when people are calling Nelson overrated and these things. Yes, constructive criticism. Yes, arts things. But 9 times out of 10, these are the people that are gassing these players off of 30-second clips and then calling them overrated. People, I'm not going to lie, it pisses me off. I'm just appealing to the most rational fans. Stop comparing, not compare them, stop making them compete against each other and stand behind them. Because the same rope these players climb upon, too often they're not fans use it to hang them with. Stand behind Saka, people, because he's going to be good. Joe's going to be good. Nelson and Emil, I've got no questions about that. Even Maitland-Niles to a fairly degree could be a good squad option for us. You know me, I'm very biased when it comes to Haaland, lads. I'm a big Arsenal fan. I'm an even big Arsenal Academy advocate. So I felt it needed to be said. So I just allowed them, let them develop, and we'll go from there. But it's lovely to see him get a goal and 2 assists, and he arguably could have had more of both components. So that's that. I will say as well, people, I'm not going to lie, Emre has way more footballing knowledge than I'll ever possess in my Arsenal, or hopefully not one day if I get the ambitions I want. But for me, I can't understand this Torreira project. Now, Torreira for me is a box-to-box midfielder, a deep line playmaker, or a defensive mid, if you want to get hung up on terms. For me, he's the more withdrawn of the midfield options. His job is to break down, play, pass, and he can make progressive passes, but he shouldn't be this Aaron Ramsey that you're seeing. Why am I seeing Torreira make all of these bursting runs forward? Again, it's lovely that if you're trying to make him more of a complete player, but he's a 6, he's not an 8. It's not an 8. We're not going to get the best out of Torreira. Is Emre trying to evolve Torreira into a completely different player? Have they gone through a bust-up? Is he not fit? Why is he not playing in the Premier League? And why is he not playing in a role that enables him to do his thing? For what I see Torreira trying to do whatever the manager's telling him to do, but then you look at him and Xhaka, who Xhaka played quite well today, but other games you can see the mismatch. Why don't we just, again, if you want to make a player develop, I feel Torreira could do that. He could be that player who breaks down playing the midfield of the park, but gets forward and tries to get involved at times. But I'm literally seeing a Uruguayan Aaron Ramsey today, and I can't understand it. Again, Emery knows football more than me, but it's almost, what's the saying? Square pegs in round holes. I'm a right back, people. I'm not 6 foot. If you put me in goal, I'm going to get ripped. I know man like Shea Given and that do their thing, and I'm exaggerating a bit, but you get the point. Personally, I can't understand it, people. I really don't. But it is what it is in that regards, man. I'm going to get out of here because I've got nothing more to add, people, really and truly. I've got to jump on the train, back to the ends. Yeah, I don't have anything else to add, really. I've done all my videos and whatnot now, so let me jump on the train. I'll upload them when I get home. People, DG, I'm out. Bang.